This is an exciting day. For one thing, it's been raining for like 2 weeks solid in Texas, and the sun finally came out.
2 months.
It's been 2 months?
We've had a couple sunny days, but better part of 2 months, it has been pretty darn nasty.
So we've been putting off tearing Betty apart because we wanted to actually go and drive it and show you all of the ways that it needs to be better. We're going to take her on a drive today before we bring her back in the shop and rip that engine out.
It'll be much better. I'm super excited about showing you guys the contrast of where it is now and where it's going to go. It's pretty worn out, but that's to be expected. She's old, not for long.
Let's jump in.
Betty's been sitting for 3 days now, and here's the procedure. 10 pumps. All week I've been kind of antsy and frustrated that we haven't been working on this, but today I'm glad it's not in pieces.
Yep, me too. Off we go.
Here we go.
Aaron's parents own a bunch of acreage, and we're going to go out there so we can drive all around their property, and we don't have to worry about messing up a stranger's property. We can mess up family's property.
Yep.
Yeah. Hit some bumps and it's just like gonna take you out. Oh my god. It is windy.
Windy, windy. Here's one of the problems. I'm in neutral right now. This is tool high. It's a J. So that should technically be 4 high. That's just kind of like loose and floppy. So we'll try that.
Make sure I don't lose the camera. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. Look at this huge glob of mud right here.
Oh.
And the camera was right there.
Yuck. You're gonna do it.
So tempting. Let's go. I don't even have a shit handle. I want to drive.
The seat's not bolted in.
Yeah, the back seat isn't bolted in. This is definitely poop. It smells bad. Oh my god, we're gonna get air.
That's awesome. Wow, I'm really wet now. I wonder if the GoPros are still working.
We should check the bottom GoPro.
Oh, I'm sure it's nasty.
Oh my god.
I'll wipe it off. We should just take our seat out and leave it over here for a minute.
Time to go find a GoPro.
Yep.
GoPro down. you there. You're okay. Yeah, you're all right.
Hang on better next time.
We're good. You keep so beat up, this poor guy.
No oil pressure. Water temp's up, so no oil pressure. Clearly, if you listen to it, that's floored. It's just not building any power.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because it's puking its guts out too. Probably no compression.
Poor thing. I'm jealous I didn't get to drive. I definitely called dibs once we get it revamped. I'm excited. It's time to go up with this rig and get the transfer case out, get the transmission out so we can yank the engine. It's time to rock on this transformation. We're so pumped. Let's do it.
Light check. These bolts and these bolts, they need lube.
Okay, you guys, it's time to actually get some work done. I'm stoked. I'm gonna start with these exhaust bolts. We always like to use PB Blaster. I don't know what you use, but we went and got a huge can, industrial size can of PB Blaster to work on this truck. While most everything else is really oily from the blow-by, we're gonna at least use it on the exhaust because it's rusty. And we'd love to reuse these bolts. A lot of times exhaust bolts just snap off when they're rusty. And usually when we use this stuff, it breaks it loose where the threads are still good. And this one sprays really far, so I'm gonna be careful. Like, you wouldn't even have to be under the vehicle to spray your exhaust bolts. It's called Big Shot. It's like, it's got some distance. You ready? Okay, while that sits, I'm gonna walk back and see if there's any other rusty bolts that I see that could use some PB Blaster. Drive shaft number 1 is coming out. If you've never watched me before, fun fact, I drop a lot of bolts and nuts, but I'm also a professional model. I shoot for companies like Dillard's and JCPenney and do all kinds of catalog work. That's why I have nice nails sometimes, but I also like working on cars, so it's a lovely balance.
That's a special drive shaft from Wild Horse. It's got a double knuckle in that area because this is such a short wheelbase vehicle. There's a pretty extreme angle on that drive shaft, and so they sell this one to fit trucks with 4.5 inches of lift, which is what we have.
Last bolt out. Yay. Oh yeah, so good. Okay, top bolts are out, bottom knee bolts are out. Let's see if these exhaust bolts are ready. There we go. First bolt's out. Just got the last bolt out, babe.
It's lunchtime.
Awesome. Go and eat lunch. Be right back. Back from lunch, and of course, this guy goes and gets the power tools. Jeez, babe.
Emily like romanticizes this wrenching on stuff. She loves it. She uses the wrenches. She likes the feel of it, the organic nature of that. I just want to get the bolts out.
Did you break it?
Nope, came out.
Good. Current report is Aaron is building a couple of brackets that bolt to the transfer case and to our transmission jack so that we can safely get that thing out without having to manhandle that slippery, greasy transfer case. What, Finley? What? What's the plan? We gotta drop that cross member?
I think it's time for that.
Everything that we've taken apart and removed, I've taken the bolts and reinstalled them in their places, like the exhaust flanges and the exhaust hangers at the back of the truck. I hate keeping up with bolts. We throw them in a big bucket and then later we're digging through the bucket trying to figure out which bolt goes where, and it's so frustrating. We either have too many bolts left over or we don't have a certain bolt that we're looking for, and it's so annoying. So I'm trying to be better with organization at this. So putting those back in there, it might make it easier upon reassembly. Maybe. Cross members out.
Oh, if I get the shifter out.
Well, you look at that. Should I drop that speedometer cable out?
Yeah, that's a good plan.
Sweet. Torque converter bolts out. Okay, I've broken the two bottom bolts to the transfer case loose, and I'm taking them out, and then we think that there's a couple at the top. I'm attacking the easy ones first, and then I'll move up to the top. Okay, bottom two bolts are out. Thank goodness for stubby wrenches, because this top bolt was crazy hard to get to. Couldn't get a ratchet to get any rotation, couldn't get a regular size wrench to get any rotation, so I had to get one of the little stubby wrenches. Yay, it's coming out. Oh my gosh. Stop the bleeding! Babe! Can't even get a thing underneath it.
There's fluid in there. And now it's on the floor. Cool. Let's go ahead and take it out.
Babe, do you know how happy all the internet haters are right now? Their thumbs are on fire from commenting and saying, why didn't you guys drain that? You're welcome. We did this on purpose for you guys.
I don't think those people are ever happy. Misery is their life.
Well, that's the whole thing, is they're looking for something, and so we just provided it for them.
Let's go ahead and take this joker out.
Let's do it. Lower it down.
Yeah. You know, I didn't realize that the trans fluid would have been in there. I kind of assumed there was a seal, but shows what I know.
Freaking funny.
Cool, it's out.
It's out.
I like my bracket, man. This thing's like...
That's great. Babe, you just did a tech tip. That's great, babe.
It never seems to work out.
It's transmission time. We have all the bell housing bolts out with the exception of one that's just our safety, but we've decided to drop the pan on this because it's so weird. It won't sit flat on the transmission jack and it just makes us a little uncomfortable, so it stopped dripping out of the dipstick tube, so we feel like the transmission pan is pretty well empty, hopefully, but we might have another shower of trans fluid. Who knows? We'll see. Oh, look at it. Look at it go. Okay, so it's still not gonna sit even. Guess we could take that little guy off. It's flat-ish. Kinda. Flatter, mostly flat.
Oh, it maxed out. I can see it from here.
Dang it.
Oh,
on, hold on.
I think there's a bolt or something
The
over there.
starter's moving when you do that.
Oh, is it?
I think we need to pull a starter.
Could be.
The bottom bolt came out.
Yeah.
I don't see the other bolt. Maybe it goes
It's
in
gotta
from the
be.
front side. Yep, I see it. It's out.
Okay.
Yeah, babe.
Hell yeah.
Let's have a hug and a high five right here to close out this night. You can bring your dog. Finley, we're calling it a night, bud. We pulling this engine out today?
That was weak.
That was weak.
Yeah. We're gonna pull the engine out.
Yay!
We're gonna keep our valve covers. If these don't fit the new engine, then we'll clean the other ones up and paint them to look like this. For some reason, I just really like this look. I love the original air cleaner and the valve covers painted. We did this engine in like a charcoal gray. I went to the paint shop myself and mixed it originally, and we probably won't do that this time, but we'll get something close to it. We're gonna end up using maybe fuel injection, maybe just a hollow carburetor. I don't know. We hadn't decided that yet. Time to get this stuff off, get the headers off, and then pull this engine out. Is that going?
Yep.
Wonder how many of you just love coming in the shop and flipping the radio on, listening to some good tunes, getting in the flow of working.
That never happens for us
Now we
anymore.
can't do that because we have to run the camera, and YouTube will get angry if we have music in the background.
We have to operate in awkward silence.
We are sacrificing it. I love music when I'm working.
God dang, these plug wires are hard to get off. Okie dokie.
They are tight on there.
Right?
This one, it's hard to get to them.
Yeah, bud.
Almost put the car steering hoses off.
I guess I can break my header bolts loose while you do your spark plugs.
Yeah.
Oh, are they gonna come up from the top? Oh man, look at that. Halfway through taking my exhaust bolts out, so maybe this side will come up through the top too. Last bolt coming out. Oh my gosh, could that have been easier?
Considering mine was done 10 minutes ago.
That's because I was running cameras, babe.
It's off.
It's off. Going in for motor mount bolts, engine mount bolts.
She's got the wrong socket. This is the one she needs.
You told me a 3/4 and I got a 3/4.
That one's too short.
Yo, turd. I need a short socket.
It's just too hard of an angle.
Well, it's not the angle, it's the socket's too long, so it hits the...
I'll get you a short socket, but I think there's very little chance.
Could have taken my eye out. Who's your daddy?
Wow, good engine shift.
Now it's puking fluid out because the engine shifted
Lovely.
forward.
Plate off.
Okay,
Yep.
now.
Sweet.
Hold on, look. Look at this hose we're stretching.
Oh, that's the fuel line.
Oh my gosh. Did you feel so cool when you did that? Yay, babe! It's out! Yes! it's the end of the day. Now that the old junky engine is out, it's time to pull off the parts that we're gonna reuse on the new engine and get that thing all spiffied up so that we can have a newer 5-liter in this here rig. We also have the transmission to address, but you'll see that on the next episode. We are so freaking excited to be seeing the Bronco come together. We hope you guys are too. We'll see you on the next episode.